In this video, we will use StatCrunch to work with the normal distribution in section 6.1. So I've picked a couple problems from our textbook, and we notice in the first one it wants us to find the area of the shaded region in the graph. And they've given us a z-score here of negative 1.04, and we want the area to the right. So I'm going to go to StatCrunch. Remember how we get there on our My Stat Lab toolbar on the left side. Click on StatCrunch, go to the website, and then from the website, click on Open StatCrunch, and you're going to go to Stat, Calculator, Normal. Now, it will always be set up to the standard normal when you open it. So for this section, you don't have to change the mean and the standard deviation. Remember, we want a greater than, and the z-score that we were asked to work with, if you remember, was negative 1.04. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to type in here, negative 1.04, and then I'm going to do compute. And if you notice, the picture here looks like the picture that was in the problem, and the area or the probability to the right here, and most of your homework problems are asking for 4 decimals, so this would be 0.8508. Now let's take a look at the next problem. And this is a between problem. So here they want us to find the area between two z-scores. So let me go back to StatCrunch, and notice on the top of the normal calculator there's a between option. And this will allow you to enter a lower bound and an upper bound. And again, we're going to keep the mean at 0 for the standard normal and the standard deviation at 1. And they want me to go from negative 0.84. So I'm going to put in here negative 0.84, and I want to go up to, oops. Let's try to put this over to the side so we don't have to keep opening it up. 1.28. So I'm going to go to 1.28 and compute. So the probability or the area between those two z-scores is 0.6993 when we round it off. And let's keep going now. Now they want us to find, they've given us the area, and this time they want us to find the z-score that corresponds to that area. Now notice this area, it's an area to the right again, and notice it's greater than 0.5. Since we're going to the right, we know the z-score is going to be a negative number. So what I'm going to do is pull over, let's put this up here. Now this time, let's go back to the standard calculator, and I want to find the z-score, and I want the area greater than. Now I'm not going to put in a z-score this time because that's what I want to find, but what I'm going to put in is the area that I'm interested in. It's 0.9265, so I'm going to put that into this window here, 0.9265, and I'm going to compute. And it's going to give me the z-score, so it's negative 1.45, and your homework's always going to ask you for z-scores with 2 decimal places. And the second one we're going to do is right here, and this is going to be also a greater than. If you notice here, this time the area is 0.2061, so I'm going to go ahead and change this here, 2061, and we know this is going to be a positive z-score because it's above the middle of the distribution, and this one's going to be a 0.82. And then a couple more down here. This was talking about the bone density tests, and we're going to be looking at the test scores which are given out as z-scores, and we want to find, in each case they want, say, draw a graph, but we're going to use the normal calculator, so that will show us the graph. We want to find the area greater than, or the probability greater than 0.18. So again, I'm going to go back to my tool, and the z-score, now this is a z-score, so I want the probability greater than 0.18. Make sure I've got the inequality set correctly, and that comes out to be 0.4286. And then between negative 2.75 and negative 0.75. So again, I'm going to click over to my between option, and I want to go negative 2.75 and negative 0.75 and compute. And that will give me the area in between, which comes out to be 0.2236. And those were the problems I selected to show you using the normal calculator tool in StatCrunch.